Hello and welcome to another edition of Mobile Monday, the video podcast from GodIsAGeek.com, where we take a look at 4 mobile games and let you know whether they're worth buying or not. I'm God Is A Geek's deputy editor Martin Baker, and I'll be taking a look at those 4 games this week. The first game that we're going to have a look at this week on Mobile Monday is, as you can see, Dragon Summoner. And it's a Gree game, as you can see at the top of the screen, which basically means it runs in kind of this frame thing, where you can go home, go to your profile, and chat to people and stuff like that. Kind of gets in the way a little bit, if I'm honest. There's like ads and stuff like that, but we'll have a look at the game. That's what we're here to have a look at, really, not all the extraneous bits. You can see the way everything popped in there, that it kind of plays like a browser game in a device. Everything's, instead of loading from the app, it always feels like it's kind of loading from the internet. An internet connection is required to play the game. You won't be able to play it at all if you don't have an internet connection. So it's not one of those games that you can play on the train, especially not on an iPod. You need an iPhone or like a 3G enabled iPad, or you need to be at home. So the whole point of the game is it's a turn-based strategy game, like a turn-based RPG kind of thing. So we'll start one of the quests, and we'll show you what it's like. So the whole point is, like, you work it in chapters. So in each chapter there's a series of quests, and when you get to the end of the series of quests, there's a boss, and then you move on to the next chapter, and things like that. So you can see that I've done a couple of the quests on this chapter. So we'll jump into the next adventure, next quest kind of thing. So the whole point is turn-based, so there's my characters on the left-hand side, their characters on the right. At this point, I'll probably kill them in one shot, so they won't get a chance to attack back. But normally, and the bosses and stuff definitely will attack back. It's typical turn-based. So on your turn, you just press the go button. They attack, they die, you collect the coins go into your coffer kind of thing. You can see how far through each of the quests you are at the top. So I'm currently 37% through. I've just got a new card. Cards are basically a new person for your little team. So I've got a new card that I can put into my team at a later point if I want to. So where are we at now? So it's just loaded again. Every time you collect something like an item, a character, a card, or a quest item, it will do that annoying reloading thing at the end of it. We've got another dragon tooth now, and if I press go, it'll probably do that loading thing again, as if, there we go. But you are still in the same quest. Even though it looks like it's loading something new, you are still in the same point of the game. So the whole point is, like I said, to move through each of the quests in each of the level areas, and then get to the boss. So we'll see if we can get to the boss quickly. We'll just blast through this next part. Hopefully it won't ask me as many questions about collecting stuff, or if it does, we'll just blast through it. Yep, leveled up. And a new card, not bad. So you can see you can get quite a lot of characters as well through just normal playing. You don't have to go out of your way in order to build your team up. So quickly get to the end and get to the boss. Should be just two more sets of enemies. There we go, that's clear, so we should be able to get to the boss now. There we go, fight the boss. There's plenty of enemies this time. And because of the formation, we get a little bit of a stat boost as well. There we go. We won. It's fairly simple stuff, and if you know what you're doing in touch-based games, in turn-based games, sorry, then you're probably gonna find it at least a little bit enjoyable. The fact that it's in a frame and all that stuff, and the massive amounts of loading, is a little bit annoying, and I have no doubt that will turn a lot of people off. But in general, as just a turn-based RPG type game, it's not too bad. It could be a bit better, but it's not bad. And that is Dragon Summoner. The second game that we're going to have a look at this week is Running with Friends from Zynga. And if you haven't played any of the other With Friends games like Words with Friends and things like that, then you'll know that the whole point is to play with your friends, obviously. So there's Facebook integration that you'll probably want to do to play with friends from Facebook. Or you can just play with just random people. So we'll just pick a random person and just create a game. So yes, we'll create another game. And it's a typical like going forward infinite runner. It's not a side-scrolling infinite runner like rock runners or things like that. This is just a normal, like, what else is it like? It's like Temple Run and like Subway Surfers. So it's that kind of thing where it's swipe left and right, swipe up to jump, swipe down to slide. The whole point is that you're running away from bulls, obviously, and you just need to try and get as far as you can for the new friends. Is the whole point. So there's hazards are obviously going to come towards you, and you need to jump over certain things, slide under other things like that. And it's a very typical type of game, but the movements are nice and fluid. You don't tend to find that when you swipe it, it doesn't react. Ooh, nearly got caught there. It's like Temple Run in the sense that you do have to run around corners as well. It's not all forwards. Getting a bit too close to stumbling. You do get a bit of a chance as well with so you can stumble, and as long as you don't stumble like twice in quick succession, you won't fail or you won't stop running. Basically, you can't really fail. You just try and run as far as you can. So you can actually pick it back up a little bit if you try. So try and dodge around these bulls, dodge around some people, and see how far we can get. Not doing too bad so far. I've got to jump on some stuff. You can swipe and move in the air as well. So if you need to land for any reason after you've jumped, you can press down, and he'll slide. But didn't do too bad that time. But it's all the same type of gameplay over and over again. The whole point being obviously to beat your friends, and that is running with friends. The third game that we're going to have a look at this week is Ninja Slash, and it is one of those infinite scroller runner games that go forward instead of left to right. So you're going from the bottom of the screen to the top, and as well as like collecting all the things, you're supposed to smash through zombies. So these small zombies you smash through by just running through them. The bigger zombies you have to either dodge, go down them, or you can usually slash across if you're better at it. So let's restart, try that again. There's certain ones you have to kill each zombie in a certain way. So some of them you can jump over. These ones you can just jump through, and they're like not very good at this today. There are some ones like that are long and skinny that you can slash through by going from left to right, like in the different tracks as you run through them. There are some that you can slide under to kill, like that one. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a rhythm going. Oh, I didn't do bad there. But yeah, there are also coins as well that you can collect in order to boost your score up a little bit. Yeah, the coin thing is the more traditional way of doing this type of game, but there are a hell of a lot of zombies to do. They're the ones that you swipe across to slash. So you can see that it's one of those games, I suppose, like other infinite runner games, that you have to kind of get into a rhythm in order to do well at it, really. Once you get into the rhythm, it's not too bad, but it does take a while to get into that rhythm. But you can see that it's a little bit different than what you may be used to, in the sense that there are other ways to play in the game instead of just trying to get as many coins as you can. There are trying to smash through as many zombies as you can as well. That's I was doing too well there. Yeah, there are other ways to do it. You can try and collect as many coins you want. The coins do things. You can buy things, buy upgrades, stuff like that help you continue with the game. Or you can just do it, as a typical zombie slasher, try to kill as many as you can. But it's one of the most challenging infinite runner games that I've probably played. Probably because you've got to try and keep your eye on multiple different things at once. But once you kind of get the hang of it, once you got into that flow of things, you know which zombies do what and how to kill each of them. It's not too bad. It's one of those games that you definitely have to keep your eyes on while you're doing it, and be very aware of what you're doing at all times. But that's part of the fun. And that is Ninja Slash. The fourth and final game this week on Mobile Monday is Build It Miami Beach Resort, which is another game from G5 Games, and it's similar to, there have been other games in the Build It series of games, kind of SimCity-esque in general. This one's a little bit less like SimCity, but you still have to build your own little town thing and deal with certain quests, I suppose you'd call them, certain tasks, things like that. But we'll see. Anyway, we'll resume a game that I've already started. The first thing to notice is that some of the menu buttons are kind of small, and if you're playing on an iPad or something like that, that's not going to be an issue. But if you're playing like I am on an iPod Touch or an iPhone, the buttons can get a little bit small. So in the bottom left hand corner you can see it's 1925, which is basically what happens is as the levels progress, each level is 1 year. So we're on 1925 now, so as we finish this level we'll go into 1926. The dates are counting down. You can see it's February 7th, 8th now, and there are certain tasks to do. So if you press this, you can see the tasks that we're going to have to do. So we'll try and do some of the ones at the same time. Let's have a look. What do we need to do? Hotel Ocean, paint a bungalow, cherry. So we can do that one. So we can paint that green. That's fine. Green bungalow cherry. We'll put another one down. We'll put another bungalow cherry down, and we'll paint it green. One of the things that you need to do is at the bottom of the current tab is 4 stars, and they're the balance between your recreational stuff and your touristy stuff. So if you want to, you need to build more houses, but that makes the leisure thing go down, and if you build more leisure things but with not enough places for people to stay, that goes down as well. So you kind of have to balance everything. What else do we need to do in this task thing? Hotel Ocean and a diner far away from Hotel Sunrise. So we'll try and do both of those at the same time. So diner, you can see that I'm building a diner because it wants me to build it far away from something. It's got a green outline around it, so that should be alright there. So that can be building that, and then we need, is it Hotel Ocean that we need? Yes, it was. So we'll build another Hotel Ocean. We'll build it right in between where the previous Hotel Ocean was. The last one was blue, so we'll have red. So they can be building tourist information and build the third part of the harbour. So we've already done 2 parts of the harbour over here. Just tap that and do a third part. If you want to, you can see that the flittering little calendar thing down there is July 1st. If you go past July the 1st, you can't get expert mode. That's basically what that's saying. If you manage to do all the tasks before July the 1st, you get the expert rank. If you go past it, you lose the expert rank, and you just have to contend with whatever else it gives you. So what else we got to do? Tourist information. Where's that one? There we go. Tourist information. It makes sense to put that one down near the beach, or close to the beach as we can. So we'll put it here. Again with the small fingers and small screen, big fingers. There we go. It's done. So once that's built, we should be able to get us $7,200 profit. There we go. Level completed. And the levels go on like that. We're on to a different year now. Obviously they get more difficult as you progress through the game. But that's Build It Miami Beach Resort.